Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Urban Kiwiana. Currently at Coppermine Hut on the Coppermine Trail, well, cattle track trail. I'm trying to find a hut for winter. It's after 7 and still got to use the candles. Beautiful morning here, Coppermine Hut. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning, rises to sunrise. You can actually see inside the hut now. This is the kitchen. There's 8 bunks. Got me some stuff drying up. It's a pretty warm hut actually. Had the fire, it was toasty as. Try and dry my boots out because they got soaked as with all the water crossings. Built in 1980, so it's 46 years old. Just doing some editing at the moment. Editing the old False Glacier video. Just doing a bit of editing while I'm sitting in the old hut. Got some, I hope you enjoy these little slow moments. Does anyone else like sparkling water? I quite like sparkling water. Also, does anyone else have the old star rating on their, where is it? Star rating on their things? New Zealand we do. It's got a 2-star rating. Not sure what's going on with my SD cards lately, but both the DJI Osmo and my Insta360 says the same thing as the SD card, and they've been working fine for the last year. I don't know why they're starting to play up. I've got so much footage I can't afford to format it and delete everything. What do I do? Hey man, so the problem I'm having at the moment, especially in this area I am in, I thought this place would be good for winter because it's got Haast, which is close by, which is a food source for supplies. But a lot of the huts in this general area have got a lot of river crossings and water crossings, which won't be good for winter when it rains a lot, because it rains a lot around this part of the country. So it means you'd be stuck there. So you wouldn't be able to get out to get supplies, or you got even got the risk of being washed away or whatever, trying to cross the rivers if they get up. And also having wet feet all the time, which is not good. So I'm thinking of looking further going back up the highway further. Either probably go north a bit. At the moment I'm just going to keep scouting out huts and places before winter really sets in. Because you don't want to be like in a hut, which is cool, but then have be kind of cut off because of river crossings and all the water. So it would be a good idea. So as this is my first proper winter out on the road here, and I don't know anybody, I've got to think ahead and think more safely. I can't just call my family and go and seek refuge if it gets too bad. But I've got offers to go to Greymouth from my mate Forsaken. He's got a business here and I could do some part-time work. But or go back to Tātaka where I was in summer. I got options like that, but I at least have to try out here. I can't just go, oops, too wet, it's too many river crossings and give up on it. So we're gonna do our best to survive the winter. It's a little bit more wood cut up anyway. Bit of hot water, nice coffee. Hello everyone, so I think I'll just show you what I got for food this week. I have tortilla wraps, got these oat bars, got some prunes, some soup, peanut butter and coffee. And that will get me through to next week. This is one thing I need to do. I need to buy a little sewing kit so I can fix my second bag back because all the stitching ripped out. So I need to sew it back up. The most exciting movie camera ever designed, the new 16mm Bow & Harbor 200. I say for the I just wanted to see what it was like buying these kind of soup mixes for a change. New Zealand made too, how's that, eh? Well, I bet one for these is actually made in New Zealand. a big old tree. The window in the wall, the sweat runs. Can't even edit any videos because my SD card's corrupted for some reason. Best part about huts, having a good old fireplace. Good morning, everyone. It's about 6:30, I think. Last night in the hut, we're gonna carry on going today. Pack up, I'm gonna get up, make coffee, and then either go to Blowfly Hut today, check that out, or Thomas Hut, or just keep going south. I'm not sure. Got woke up by Kia this morning, like at midnight, running around on the roof. I was like, what is it? So someone's trying to get in. There's a Kia. See out there into all the trees. Must be cold enough to have a breath. The kids came and say hello at the old hut. What up, buddy? No, man, I heard you were running around the roof last night, buddy. You were kind of early, you know. This is the only true up-home parrot in the world. The Kia. Must look at an infrared thing. What is that? There's triple troubles of having a group meeting about their plans for what to do. I've just realised after all this time, about those rats on the roof, has actually been Kia's. Fake this all here. Fake his little head over. Fake his head over the side of the roof there. Oh, this is not the hut. Let's keep looking for our winter hut. Let's go. One last look at the Coppermine Hut before we carry on. To get to the next hut, you gotta go over all those hills, and yeah, we're gonna keep looking for it, and that's a lot more water, so we're just going to keep looking for a different hut for winter. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Kiwiana. We're still on our hunt to find a place for winter. Hopefully get some blue sky today, that'll be nice. Been a bit rainy. So trying to find a place to shelter for winter. And I thought this place back there would have been good. But it not really suitable with the amount of water crossings it takes to get here. So I imagine winter you're going to have freezing cold feet, wet feet, and you have to come at least once every 2 weeks to get supplies. So yeah, the search continues. This track is so wet. It's something you don't want to deal with all winter. This is probably the most horrible track I've ever walked into, I'm not gonna lie. Hut. You can imagine in winter too, it's been raining for days. All this excess water, this will just all be water. So you'd have to like deal with all this. It's high enough at the moment with not with being full of water. It's just a lot of water is all to try and navigate around and through. A lot of water, eh? There's so much water on this trail. If you have to come to our Coppermine hut, wear gumboots. Got all those big puddles to navigate and all this stuff here. I fell in here last time, so try to be careful going back out. That you stand more solid. This is so muddy and squishy. Okay, we're good. Alright. Continue, everyone, we continue. Trying to get my feet ready again, everyone. I'm trying to stay as close to the edge as I can so my boots don't go all the way under the water. I think my feet will stay dry. That's a cool bit of quartz. Alright, how cool is that, eh? Well, I'm just going to follow this river down, keep to the left of it, instead of going through all the gorse and stuff. Now I should be able to get out. It might take another 20 minutes, but we're better than walking through all that stuff. That's not that cold, the water. That's quite nice. Okay, so if you follow the markers, or your map, it wants you to go through all there, right? We're just going to stick to the edge of this river and keep to this river. All the mountains in the background. The next hut you got to climb over every single one of those. And feel like next to small water crossings anyway, so might as well get to the next hut south and then dry our boots off again. The water's so nice and clear though. It's a really nice place. It's a lot of gorse. Thanks Britain for the gorse. I love you. Supposedly you can eat this, the gorse flowers, but they don't taste that nice. Can't remember what, I think they was a modern Heptas modern Tara. Oh, it's so beautiful out here. I don't know if you can see the marker way where my pole's pointing, but pretty much wants you to walk all the way through all that rubbish. You better just, if you come to Coppermine Hut, just walk along this river. Alright. Oh, they fell in. Back to the gorse we go. Brushes. Put my sleeves down so you don't gorse my arms. Let's go. Do you enjoy this angle, or do you prefer it the other way? Or do you like this first person kind of like you're doing it yourself? Let me know in the comments. It's a bit easier when you're walking through this kind of terrain. Quite a lot of gorse. Ouch! Oh. So a lot of it's like just this bulrush stuff. You're just climbing over all the grass lumps for ages, trying to navigate through there. This is the stuff that slows you down on this trail. There's heaps of this. Trying to make sure you don't slip into any holes or fall over by not losing your track. There's not actually a track or anything, as you was walking over all this grass or bulrush. Imagine trying to deal with all this in winter. This would not be fun, having to come out for supplies. Dealing with this kind of, be a lot wetter. It would not be very easy, I wouldn't think. This is like this, like quite deep holes. You wouldn't want to, you're quite easy to hurt yourself, especially if you're not paying attention. Nice overcast day for walking though. If there's rain, bit of blue sky, kind of. Almost out of the trail, everyone. It's just going on 10:30. 30 cameras in operation. What I'm going to do is steal your tent or something. Steal your wood. Let's go run. Little fantail, little pea waka waka. There's an old bridge from back when. It's a little fantail in front of us. Oh, this is swingy. That, eh? Beautiful. The old bridge there is pretty cool. Must be an odd one, that one. Whoa. Haven't decided what way I'm going yet when I get out of the trail. Trying to decide, I really don't know yet. But I don't want to reformat my SD card. It's obviously like heaps now in this video. But the next big city is Queenstown, I think. And maybe I can find someone there who can tell me how to fix it or get the data for me or something. Otherwise, if I have to delete it, I'm going to delete it, but I really don't want to. But Queenstown is a long way and I really didn't want to go to Queenstown, to be honest. It's just a tourist trap. Overpriced tourist trap. But see where we end up. Never know on this adventure where we're going to go. Very, very, very wet in here. One of the nicer parts of the trail. Look how deep that is. Almost a foot deep. That's deep, eh? So don't walk in there. But definitely got to watch where you put your feet, your footies. That's how you can tell it's very wet in here. It's got a lot of moss everywhere. Does look really cool the way, just hanging up full of trees. Like little chandeliers of the bush. Little bush chandeliers. That bird, I think. I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's the old exit where the bridge is. That's Highway 6. And turns out I didn't have to cross all those rivers. Last time I crossed this river like 4 times or 6 times. It's kind of nuts. Let's go. See, the local was pulling my leg last time. I crossed that river so many times when I walked in. Like at least like 6 times. Plus with other water bits. Could have walked along this paddock. Everyone, it's the Coppermine Hut checked out and found not to be suitable for our winter, so time to keep walking. Let's get to the gates as you find them.